Hey, greetings and salutations to you people of the interwebs. So, the year that we never thought would end has finally ended, and it's time for me to have a reflect back and take a look at my top 10 Transformers of 2020. Count all the fingers. Yeah, like I say, it's been a strange year. There's been no TF Nation this year, or at least there was an online TF Nation, but not a chance to go rummaging around figures to buy. But even so, we're working from home. I found that I've probably ordered a lot more figures than I usually do. Although I think that'll reflect more on my top 10 that I'll do tomorrow of action figures that are not Transformers characters, because I'll do a separate video for that. And I think that reflects what I think I've branched out and looked at other things this year, as well as just Transformers, because I think, while Earthrise has been great, it has been great. There's not been many MPs released, and officially, and third party has been slow, understandably slow, because I mean, a lot of these companies don't have their own factories, and obviously a lot of industry has been taken over at the moment to help out making equipment for the pandemic, and not guaranteed to get lots of time to make silly action figures. So this is 10 figures. We're not going to have them in any particular order. Well, there is an order, but it's not like a order of greatness. It's just an order of like just stuff you'll see, and then at the end I might pick out which is my particular favourite one of the lot, which is hard to choose. I've not decided yet, so it might change through the making of this video. But anyway, let's crack on, shall we? Let's just see the robots. That's what you're here for. So we're going to kick off with a repaint, as you do. Don't often get repaints in this type of video. So this is the Netflix Siege. Is it Hotlink that they called him? Not Skywarp. It's just the paint and everything is great on this. I've not actually. I don't actually own another version of this Tetrajet Seeker, but yeah, boy, really impressive. I love the stature and all these little gribbly details and stuff like that pop really well on this paint job. That's kind of just bits of tones of purple blended in with each other, and on this gorgeous black, and then the odd just tag of just a vibrant orange just in the inside of the wings there. Really kind of pops. Really looks great. So yeah, Hotlink Siege Netflix Transformer figure. There you go. Next up, we have another repaint / remold. We've gone for the Transformers Generation Selects Rotor Storm. So you take a really good figure, which is Spinister, and then you give it a really characterful repaint with a nice new noggin, and it again just makes this, just wears the mold so much differently, even though it is the same mold, and it's an excellent mold. It's got excellent articulation, weird transformation, but yeah, all these silvers and the pinks, and that very Nick Roach head on the, and then you got a bit of just lime here, late European G1 G2 colours to the max. And yeah, Last Stand of the Wreckers, oof, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to stick with official stuff. We've got Siege Just don't wobble your leg like that, Sunstreaker, and you land off the list. This is Siege. No, it's not Siege. It's War for Cybertron, Earthrise, Deluxe, Sunstreaker. Been looking at wanting a new Sunstreaker mold for time. Probably ever since mine broke. My G1 broke as a couple of weeks after first owning it as a child. And we've had like never quite got into the MP. It was a bit too cartoony. This is a nice blend, really, of like toy, comic, and cartoon. So yeah, really cool. I do have the first generation ones that's a turnaroundy repaint of Sideswipe. So it's never quite. It worked, but it's very dated now. So this, with him getting his own mold and looking like a boss, yeah, love it. Sunstreaker. That's my third selection. Fourth selection is Transformers, War for Cybertron, Earthrise. Got it right this time. Runabout. Yeah, Runabout's the black one, which is surprising because I had Runabout as a child, but just the colour scheme on this guy, just that rocking that Stormtrooper look with the blacks and whites, and just how crisp and clean they've come out. Just really kind of those just purple eyes, just how they draw them to you. And plus, tail lights and all other kinds of paint that you don't normally get in there. The fact that a lot of this white is actually painted, and you can just feel that texture on it, the figure. It's got an interesting transformation. He does have a cheaty chest, but we can't all be winners here. Yeah, really, really hot contender for me for the figure of the year. But yeah, that's my fourth pick here. Oh, wobbly wobbly. And right, let's just do some unofficials. So we'll go legend scale here, and this is Iron Factory. Can't remember the name of it. I don't think I ever learned the name of it. I couldn't pronounce the name of it. But it's Iron Factory's Samurai line, their take on Bludgeon. He's just a really cool little skeleton robot wearing armour that's got a demon's face on it. And it's so appealing. And the ink wash that they've put on there is excellent. And there's just this screaming skull face head sculpt. And the fact they've given him a banner and he's got a gun somewhere as well, it looks really cool. It's not here doing this top 10, but his gun looks really cool. But obviously so do his swords and all the different kinds of hands that they give him to pose with the swords. And like I say, the ink wash and everything, it just really comes together to make just an excellent figure. The alt mode is awful. But this is great. I don't think I've actually got any non-transforming Transformers on my list this year. But they've got a lot. I've got a couple of Transformers that I'd never intend to transform ever again, and that's one of them. Sticking with third party, we have Generations toy Red Bull. So this is the T-Beast Sideswipe. I've been waiting years for this to come out. It's one of those ones that was solicited and then delayed. And eventually, in like one of the worst years for actual releases, this guy comes and pops up, arrives, gets delivered. It's got it's got a complex transformation, to get him from being a bull to being looking like a proper Lambo sideswipe. But It's so worth it. Really is just amazing. And I just love how how good his robot mode is, how solid his robot mode is. I love the bull mode, and he's kind of like, he's one of those where, yeah, I like, I like a nice complex transformation now and again, but I'd also quite like to have the two of, on display. Maybe buy one just for the alt mode, and it's like, oh, do I do that or not? Oh, yeah. So when a figure contemplates you getting a second copy just so you can have them displayed in two versions, that's when you know it's a good figure. At least for me, anyway. I know there's a lot of people do that as standard, but that to me is a sign of a good figure when it gets me itchy just to buy another one, just so I could have him displayed in both modes. And okay, next up, let's see how many we had so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this works out. So this is 7th selection is, let's get this leg popped in properly, the Big Firebird Toys Nicey. So that's not the head she comes with. One of the guys in the Big Firebird group sorted out a 3D print of what was close to the original design that was going to come out with it, but they kind of decided to, at the last minute, to go, well, no, we're not releasing that RC head. We're going to stick to our own character and kind of not go into copyright infringement as much as possible. But yeah, really like the fit and fixtures of this figure. Gives this beautiful kind of burlesque Transformer look going on. It's not for everyone's taste. I acknowledge that. But I don't think it's as something like this is only as crass as the people who own it are. I mean, any figure can be offensively rude. I mean, as soon as you see any RC, people say stop sexualizing RC, and then as soon as you just see any RC figure, people taking photographs of it, they're sexualizing the fuck out of that figure. Even if she was just a pink toaster, they'd still be, trying to stick their knobs in it, which wouldn't work out well. Aside from the controversy, just really good sculpture work and proportions, everything for that, pin-up burlesque style. Great. And next up, let's go on to some of the bigger bots. So 8. We're going to go for Commander Modesty himself. It is Skylinks, Transformers, War for Cybertron, Earthrise, Skylinks, Commander, Skylinks, Transformers, War for Cybertron, Earthrise, Commander Class, Commander Skylinks, the Magnificence, to give him his full name. Yeah, really good. Love the bird mode. The Lynx mode again is with MMC did an excellent Lynx mode. This is also an excellent Lynx mode, and then the combined guy together is just ridiculously fun and just a joyous Transformer to own. And he's also got a base mode as well, if that's your cup of tea. Next up, oh dear me. Let's see if we can get hold of this figure without knocking everything else over. Didn't think this sounded through, Richard. Right. Transformers. War for Cybertron. Earthrise. Titan class. Scorponok. What can I say about this figure? He's massive. He's a big old boy. He's got a cool robot mode. He's got a cool scorpion mode. He's got his base mode, temple mode, / exists. And he's got a bit dusty. I'm not even sure what I'm doing with this figure yet. I don't know where it goes in my house because it's just so big. And I don't know which mode I want to put him in because he's just so big. I've got his toes out, alright? Alright, I've got his toes out. He's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I couldn't ask for anything more of this. There's upgrading kits and stuff you get, but you can get... I'm not going for that. I like him the way he is. On the floor, in a pile. Brilliant. And then... last, no means least, because this is a lot of this isn't just one Transformer really. Toy World, cell shaded Constructor. This is just a thing. This is a piece of art more than anything. I say this is another one that I would not transform again. All the individual bots look fantastic. All the vehicle modes look fantastic, but I wouldn't transform it again. I don't think I could transform it again because there's actually bits that have broken, that would be a markdown in it. Like this crane bit broke. So the only thing that's actually keeping this entire shoulder assembly on is how the head's pegged in at the moment. Because it's just, yeah. You see here all the pins in a Mixmaster's cab have come off, so that doesn't close properly. So he's a bastard to actually stand up, and so it falls over, things break, and it was a hefty piece of change. So yeah, not ideal, but like I say, it's a piece of art and needs to be cared for and looked after, rather than... he's not a toy. He's not a toy. So I'm going to put him down gently now. Again, another one where it's like, this figure's brilliant, but I don't just want to fuck with it. I don't want to fuck with it because it's just going to, the more you do, the more bits and tolerances will break, because it's fully hand painted as well, so that's messed up with the tolerances. But yeah, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, that's my top 10 Transformers of 2020. If I had to get a figure of the year, I think it's a toss-up between Skylinks. Because it's just what they've done with that Commander's class scale so far has been excellent. I can't wait to get revealed what the next one will be, because I don't think we know yet. It's, really, really well made figure, and run 'em up, I think, because I just think run 'em up embodies everything it is to be a Transformers action figure toy. I mean, a lot of these other stuff though, like, look really good and have two really good modes. This guy, his alt mode, getting into it, is a bit janky, a bit, it's a bit panelly and a bit gappy, but it's a fun transformation. He's got fun articulation. He's just a fun figure, and I think in 2020, that's what we need. Fun. So thanks for joining me. if you've got a top 10, let me know. I'll check out your channels and all that type of stuff. Or if you don't do the tube, if you just wanted to let me know below what's on yours, or if you have some harsh words to have me from what I've chosen for my top 10, then let me know. Come at me. Why am I being so adversarial? This is a celebration, guys. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. And because we've got through 2020, let's yeehaw! Fist the fist! Bestow! Fisto!